Hi, this is Jitin Kumar, and today we are going to discuss chemistry, some basic concepts of chemistry. So, today's our topic is empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, so let's discuss first empirical formula. So, empirical formula, we can say empirical formula is the simplest formula of any compound. And if we talk about the molecular formula, so molecular formula is the actual formula of any compound. So these are the major difference in both these terms, empirical formula and molecular formula. Let's discuss one by one. So first is empirical formula. So empirical formula of a compound express the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of various elements which is present in one molecule of the compound. That is called as empirical formula. So we can write the definition. The empirical formula of a compound expressed the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of various elements present in one molecule of the compound. So the empirical formula of a compound express the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of various elements present in one molecule of the compound. Okay, so we can write one illustration. If we write molecular formula of H2O2, C6H6 benzene and glucose C6H12O6. Okay, so in case of H2O2, their constituents elements ratio will be 2:2, means here 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atom. Here in benzene we have 6 carbon atom and 6 hydrogen atom, and in case of glucose we have 6 carbon atom, 12 hydrogen atom and 6 oxygen atoms. Okay, so if we take simplest ratio of their constituent element, so their simplest ratio will be, in case of H2O2 we will get 1:1, here also we will get 1:1, and here 1:2:1. This is the simplest ratio of their constituent atoms. Okay, so this is the simplest ratio of their constituent elements in a compound are called as empirical formula. So we can write their empirical formula. Here we can write HO H1O1, here C1H1, this is CH, and here C1H2O1. Okay, so this is the empirical formula of H2O2, this is the empirical formula of benzene, and this is the empirical formula of glucose. Okay, so this is the way to represent the empirical formula of any compound. Now next, how to determine the empirical formula. So we will follow the following steps that we can discuss one by one. So let's write determination of empirical formula. So determination of empirical formula. So the step 1 is find the percentage by weight and conversion of mass percentage into grams. So we can write find the percentage by weight and conversion of mass percentage into grams. Okay, so first we have to convert given percentage into grams. Second thing is step 2, convert into the number of moles of each element. So we can write convert into number of moles of each element. Step 3, divide the moles value obtained above by the smallest number. So this is divide the moles values obtained above by the smallest number. And fourth and last step is step 4, write empirical formula by mentioning the number after writing the symbol of respective element. write empirical formula by maintaining the number after writing the symbol of respective element. Okay, so these are the 4 steps by we can write empirical formula of any compound. If we take one example, so question is 24 gram of carbon and 24 gram of hydrogen and 52 gram of oxygen present in a compound, then calculate empirical formula of this compound. Okay, so in a compound there is 24 gram carbon, 24 gram of hydrogen and 52 gram of oxygen is present. So here already we have given gram weight of their constituent elements, so there is no need to change into gram. If there is a percentage is given, then we have to change into gram. So here write elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So this is the first step. Write their given weight. This is 24 gram. Here this is also 24 gram and this is 52 gram. So our second step is convert into number of moles of each element. So in case of calculations of their moles, so we can write this is the elements, their weights, and now moles. So we will get 24 divided by 12, here 24 divided by 1 and 52 divided by 16. So we will get the number of moles value here 2, here 24 and here 3.2. Okay, so here number of moles 2, in case of hydrogen 24, in case of oxygen is 3.2. So we can divide this moles value by the list number. So we have list number is 2, so 2 is divided by, for simplest ratio, so 2 is divided by 2, we will get 1. 24 divided by 2, we will get 12, and here 3.2 divided by 2, so we will get 1.6. Again we have fractions value, so can we further simplify this numbers or this ratio? So if we consider it as a 1.5 is equals to 1.5, and we can multiply it by 2 again to get the proper integers. So we will get 2, here 24, and here is 3. So this is the simplest integer we will get here. So we can write the empirical formula of compound, which is equals to C2 H24 and O3. Okay, so this is the empirical formula. Now let's discuss about the molecular formula. So next heading is molecular formula. So molecular formula is the actual formula of any compound. So we can write the definition. The molecular formula of a compound represent the actual number of atoms present in one molecule of the compound so we can say it shows the real formula of its one molecule Okay, so molecular formula of a compound represent the actual number of atoms present in one molecule of the compound, that is, it shows the real formula of its one molecule. Okay, so we can write another definition also. Molecular formula shows the exact number of different type of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. This is also the definition of molecular formula. So we can write molecular formula shows the exact number of different types of atom, different type of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Okay, means different type of exact number of atoms present in a compound, that is called as molecular formula. Okay, so we can write the steps for the determination of molecular formula. So next is determination of molecular formula. We can write MF. So the step 1 is find out the empirical formula mass by adding the atomic masses of all the atoms present in the empirical formula of compounds. Okay, so first find out the empirical formula mass by adding the atomic masses of all the atoms present in the empirical formula of compound. Okay, so this is the first step to get the empirical formula mass by their empirical formula. Second step is divide the molecular mass by the empirical formula mass and find the value of N. So step 2 is divide the molecular mass by the empirical formula mass and find out the value of N. Okay, we will discuss what is the N here. Now step 3. So step 3 is multiplying the empirical formula of the compound with N so as to find out the molecular formula of the compound. So step 3 is multiply the empirical formula of the compound, empirical formula of the compound with N so as to find out the molecular formula of the compound. Okay, so these are the three steps to determine the molecular formula. Now we have one relation, molecular formula is equals to empirical formula whole n. So n is the integer which is multiplied with empirical formula, then we will get molecular formula. So we can write n is the molecular mass and which is divided by empirical mass. So in simple word we can say that n is the number of times how much empirical formula are heavier than molecular formula. Yeah, we can say n times of empirical formula is equals to molecular formula or molecular mass. Okay, so now next we can write an example. So question is, we can discuss by a question. So question is, a compound contains 4.07% hydrogen and 24.27% carbon and 71.65% chlorine, and its molar mass is 98.96 gram. So what are its empirical and molecular formulas? Okay, so question is, a compound contains 4.07% hydrogen, 24.27% carbon and 71.6% chlorine, and its molar mass also given, that is 98.96. So what are the empirical and molecular formula of this compound? Okay, so we will solve it step by step. So our first step, step 1, conversion of mass percent into grams. So we can write conversion of mass percent to grams. So we have three elements: hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. So their percentage is 4.07%, here 24.27%, and this is 71.65% of chlorine. So we simply convert into gram. So we can write, if we have 100 gram compound, so in 100 gram compound we have 4.07 gram of hydrogen, 24.27 gram carbon and 71.65 of chlorine. Okay, so this is the gram weight. Now move to next second step. So second step is conversion into number of moles of each element. So second step is convert into number of moles of each element. So we have hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. Okay, so by given mass we can calculate number of moles by dividing its atomic mass. So we can write 4.07 divided by 1. Yeah, we can write 1.008, which is the actual mass of hydrogen, and carbon 24.27, which is divided by 12, and here 71.65 divided by 35.5. So we will get here 4.04, here 2.021, and here also 2.021. So this is the number of moles of hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. Now move to the next step. Divide the moles value obtained above by the smallest number. So we can write step third, divide the moles values obtained above by the smallest number, So we have the smallest number is 2.021. So if we will divide 4.04, which is hydrogen's mole, divide by 2.021, and here carbons 2.021 divided by 2.021, and chlorines with 2.021 divided by 0.21. So we will get here approx 2, here is 1, here also 1. So this is the simplest ratio we obtained here. So this simplest ratio of element in a compound, that is called as empirical formula. So next step 4 is write empirical formula by maintaining the numbers after writing the symbols of respective elements. So we can write write empirical formula by maintaining the number after writing the symbols of respective elements. Okay, so we can write CS2Cl means we have C1 H2 and Cl1, so we can write it CS2Cl. So this is the empirical formula of given compound. Okay, now if we talk about the molecular formula, so step 5 is writing molecular formula. Writing molecular formula. So molecular formula we can write, determine the empirical formula mass, which is our first step. Determine empirical formula mass. So our empirical formula is CS2Cl, so we will get 12:1 for carbon, 2:1 for hydrogen, plus 35.5 into 1, so we will get 49.48 gram. This is the empirical formula mass. Now next step is, second step, divide the molar mass by empirical formula mass. That's why we can get N. So divide molar mass by empirical formula mass. So we can write here molar mass, which is divided by empirical formula mass. So we will get here 98.96 gram. This is divided by 49.48 gram, 48 gram. So we will get here 2. So value of N is 2. So we can write molecular formula. So molecular formula is equals to empirical formula and whole N. So we can write molecular formula equals to, so our empirical formula is CS2Cl and value of N is 2. So we can write it C2H4Cl2. So this is the molecular formula of our given compound. Okay, so in this way we can calculate a step by step empirical formula and molecular formula. Now let's take another example to discuss it more. So take an example. So question is, in a compound carbon is 52.2%, hydrogen is 13%, and oxygen is 34.8% are present, and vapor density of the compound is 46. So calculate the molecular formula of the compound. Calculate molecular formula of the compound. So we can write the solution. If we take here elements, the percentage, the atomic weight, and we can write here number of moles, and here is the simplest ratio. So we can write, we have 3 elements. If we make a table, so we can write so here is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So we have 52.2% carbon and their atomic weight is 12. So we will get number of moles by dividing their percentage mass by their atomic weight. So we can write 52.2 divided by 12. So we will get here 4.35. We will get 4.35, which is equals to 4.4. Okay, here we have 13% of hydrogen and their atomic weight is 1. So we will get number of moles, 13 by 1, we will get here 13. Okay, in case of oxygen, we have 34.8% of oxygen and the atomic weight is 16. So we will get 34.8 by 16. So we will get here 2.2. Okay, so we have number of moles. Now to get the simplest ratio of number of moles, we have to divide all the number of moles by the smallest number. So our smallest number will be 2.2. So divide all. So 4.4 is divided by 2.2. We will get here 2, and here 13 by 2. So we will get 5.9, and here 2.2 divided by 2.2, so we will get 1. So this is the our simplest ratio, but here we have 5.9, so we can write it 2, this is 6, this is 1. So this is the perfect integer now we have. So we can write empirical formula of compound. So empirical formula is C2H6O. Okay, and their empirical formula mass will be 24 for carbon, 6 for hydrogen, and 16 for oxygen. So we can get here 46 is the empirical formula mass. Okay, now we have vapor density. So by the given vapor density we can calculate molecular mass. So molecular mass is equals to 2 into vapor density. So vapor density is given 46, so we can write this is 92 is the molecular mass of given compound. Okay, so if we can calculate value of n, so value of n is molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. So here 92 divided by 46, so we can get here n values 2. So molecular formula is equals to empirical formula whole n. So molecular formula will be, empirical formula is C2H6O and n value is 2. So we can write C4H12O2. C4H12O2 is our molecular formula of this given compound. Okay, so this is the very simple way to calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula. First, write down the given elements and their given mass percentage, and that mass percentage we have to convert into grams. Then we have to convert it into number of moles. So we can calculate number of moles by dividing their atomic mass. Then we have to find out the simplest ratio of their moles. So divide the all number of moles by the least number of moles, so we can get simplest ratio. Then make it a perfect an integer, and then we can get empirical formula. Then we can calculate empirical formula mass, and then we can get molecular formula and molecular formula mass. Okay, thank you.